With the upcoming release of the brand new Dark Angels Codex, it is packed full of new. With the upcoming release of the new Dark Angel Codex, we've started to get some snippets of brand new lore regarding Lionel Johnson and his reintroduction back into the Imperium. This video is going to be going over a certain segment of text that talks about the Lion's feelings towards Luthor himself. The Lion knows that Luthor was imprisoned on the Rock and thus escaped from the Rock as well. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, just a quick summary for those people who didn't watch the first part of this video. The Lion is now back on the Rock and he's officially leading the Dark Angels and the successors of the Dark Angels in the 41st millennium. He actually has two council chambers upon the Rock. One which is decked out full of banners and it has honor guards on it, but he also has a secret chamber where you have watches in the dark. This is where Azrael, Belial, and some of the upper echelons of the Dark Angels go to talk about future campaigns and future endeavors within the Dark Angels, but also people have heard the Lion talking to mysterious figures which seem to be the Risen. The Risen are on the Rock. Well, that's what it seems anyway, unbeknownst to the Dark Angels themselves. And this now leads us into the next extract, which gives us an insight into the Lion and Luthor, something that we've been speculating about ever since the Lion's return. So the image is up in the background as we read this. It says, the truth is that though he talks of strategies often with the masters of the inner circle, Lionel Johnson keeps his own counsel on certain secret matters. The escape of Luthor is one such subject. The fugitive's grim cell lies just beyond the Lion's suite of chambers, and the Primarch stands within it sometimes, eyes closed, breathing slowly, as though listening for echoes of the one who spent so many centuries clawing at its walls. What Lionel Johnson makes of Luthor's escape, whether he wishes to seek his former mentor out, and if so, whether for the final judgment or for forgiveness, he is not even told Supreme Grandmaster Azrael. Certainly, the Lion gives no outward sign of concern at what the dark secrets either Luthor or the remaining Fallen might reveal. It appears that, alone amongst all the Dark Angels' inner circle, he does not dread censure by the agents of the wider Imperium. Now, one of the first things breaking down that wall of text is that the Lion is really no different from his sons. The Dark Angels themselves have this secret of the Fallen, and it seems that the Lion has his own secrets, specifically aimed at his former mentor slash father figure, Luthor, which again is a very, very Dark Angel thing. Circles within circles, as we always keep saying. One thing I absolutely love from that passage of text is that Luthor's cell is literally just like a few doors down from the Lion's new secret. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about that passage of text is that Luthor's cell, where he was kept, tortured, questioned for the past 10,000 years, driven insane, mad and stuff like that, is literally a few doors down from the Lion's brand new secretive council chamber. So every time, probably the Lion's alone, he walks down to Luthor's cell, as it states, stands in there, closes his eyes and listens, breathing heavily and stuff like that. I'm wondering if that's a part of maybe his kind of psychic slash forest walking powers. I wonder if he's trying to connect with the essence of the warp that maybe lingers in the cell to try and locate where Luthor is and where he went to and how he actually escaped. And of course, the main thing that stands out from that passage of text is the forgiveness and the judgment. Even Azrael doesn't know where Lion stands, and I think this is a ploy by Games Workshop to keep us on the cliff edge, like what is going to happen with the Luthor and Lion. I am convinced that sometime in the future we are going to get a narrative campaign. When I say in the future, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 years, something like that, like way in the future. The Dark Angels, the Lion will have a campaign, a narrative story that focuses around Cypher, Luthor, the Emperor, the Dark Angels, the secrets, everything like that, and it's all going to come out. It's going to be like a final quest crusade of the Lion, maybe his final hunt to bring justice to his former mentor slash father, but I really do hope that maybe the Lion sees the mistakes what his son has made and maybe gives him the peace of forgiveness, because we've had past lore where it's stated like Luthor was like driven mad in his cell saying like it's only the Lion that can give me forgiveness. Now the Lion is back. This is the person now that can once and all forgive Luthor and maybe set him back on his trap. Or maybe Luthor has fully committed damnation and now he is leading an army of whatever, because we don't really know where Luthor went to. Yes, he escaped. He had aid of Chaos Sorcerer. There was some conspiracy theories that the Dark Angels actually let Luthor out to track him down and stuff, but of course that is not a part of it because we would have known that so far in the lore. So Luthor is definitely with an army of force, beings of power at this moment of time, and we still don't know his true intention. So hopefully we get to see all that play out very, very soon. Now, one last thing before we call the video, and I think this is a massive thing, even though it's like one line of text. It states right at the end that the Lion does not dread censure by the wider Imperium, which is a huge thing because the whole story of the Dark Angels is that they've kept this dirty little secret of the Fallen. They abandon war zones when there's a hint of a Fallen Marine that they could go and capture and interrogate and stuff like that. The Lion doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about these secrets anymore. He doesn't care if the Inquisition come and say, right, we know what happened on Caliban. We know half of your sons went traitor. He's like, I don't care, right? I am the son of the Emperor. I am Lion L. Johnson, right? Knight of Nephilius. I am here to crusade and protect humanity and bring justice to the foes who want to purge and destroy the Emperor's realm, right? That is all he's here for, and I absolutely love that about the Lion, and I really, really hope it starts advancing now, the Dark Angel story and the narrative story itself. Anyway, Chaperonios, that's enough waffling from me as always. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on this. As I always say, what do you think the end goal is going to be? Do you think the Lion is going to forgive Luthor? What do you think he's doing in his cell? Think he's sniffing Luthor's bed sheets and stuff like that, going, oh, I'm going to get you, boy. You're going to be mine, Luthor. Vengeance will be mine. Post it down below, and we can have a nice little chinwag down there, as we always do. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.